Games. Game development is a complex and fascinating field that combines art, technology, and storytelling to create immersive and engaging video games that captivate players of all ages and backgrounds. Related posts: augmented reality, AR, bridging the gap between virtual and real-world mobile game design. Strategies and techniques for mobile game. 1. Game design of game development. Game design is the process of creating the rules, mechanics, and content that make up a video game. Good game design is essential for creating games that are engaging, fun, and immersive. One important aspect of game design is storytelling. A well-crafted story can draw players into the game world and motivate them to progress through the game. Storytelling involves creating interesting characters, developing a narrative that drives gameplay, and designing levels that progress the story. Another important aspect of game design is mechanics. Mechanics are the rules and systems that govern the game's core gameplay. Good game mechanics can make a game challenging and rewarding, while poor mechanics can make a game frustrating and unenjoyable. Mechanics can include anything from platforming and puzzle solving to combat and resource management. Game design of game development. Source: ASOService. Com. Finally, the good game design also considers the user experience. User experience involves designing the game's interface, difficulty curve, and materialization to make the game easy to navigate and enjoyable to play. A good user experience can reduce frustration, improve accessibility, and make the game more enjoyable overall. In conclusion, game design is a critical aspect of creating engaging and immersive video games. A well-crafted story, strong mechanics, and a positive user experience can make a game enjoyable and rewarding for players, while poor design can lead to frustration and disappointment. As the gaming industry continues to grow and evolve, the game design will remain an important factor in the success of new games. 2. Art and graphics. Concept art. Creating a visual representation of the game's characters, environments, and objects before they are fully developed. This can include sketches, illustrations, and 3D models and is essential for establishing the game's art style and aesthetic. 3D modeling and texturing. Designing and creating 3D models of the game's characters, environments, and objects and applying textures and materials to bring them to life. This involves using software such as Maya, 3ds Max, or Blender to create detailed models and textures that can be used in the game engine. Animation. Bringing the game's characters and objects to life through animation. This involves creating keyframe animations, rigging characters and objects, and designing fluid, natural movements. Good animation can make characters feel lifelike and believable and can greatly enhance the overall game experience. 3. Programming and technology of game development. Game engines. Game engines are software frameworks that provide developers with tools for building video games. Game engines such as Unity and Unreal Engine are popular choices for game development due to their ease of use and versatility. Game engines provide features such as physics simulations, graphics rendering, and audio processing, allowing developers to focus on creating game content. Game development is hard. Source: YouTube. Game logic and AI. Programming. Game logic involves implementing the rules and mechanics of the game, such as how objects interact with each other and how the game world changes over time. This includes implementing artificial intelligence, AI, to control non-player characters, NPCs, and create challenging opponents for players. Good game logic and AI can make the game feel more dynamic and realistic, increasing player engagement. Optimization. Optimize ASO for a game involves improving its performance on different hardware platforms, such as PCs, consoles, and mobile devices. This includes reducing the game's memory usage, optimizing its graphics and physics rendering, and improving its load times. Good optimization is critical for ensuring that the game runs smoothly and reliably on a variety of devices, providing a positive user experience. 4. Audio and sound design. Sound effects. Sound effects are a critical aspect of game design as they help to enhance the game's atmosphere and immerse the player in the game world. Sound designers use a variety of techniques to create sounds, such as recording real-world sounds, using synthesizers, and combining multiple sounds to create complex effects. The sound effects must also be optimized for use in the game engine, ensuring they sound good across a variety of sound systems. Music. Music is an essential part of game design as it helps to establish the game's mood and tone. Composers create original music scores that complement the game's visuals and gameplay, helping to build an emotional connection between the player and the game world. The music must also be optimized for use in the game engine, ensuring that it plays correctly in different parts of the game and across various sound systems. Dialogue. Dialogue is a critical part of many games, particularly those with complex narratives and characters. Voice actors bring characters to life through their performances, and sound designers ensure that the dialogue is clear and audible. They also create ambient sounds, such as crowd noise and environmental effects, to enhance the realism of the game world. Good dialogue and sound design can greatly enhance the player's experience, providing a more immersive and engaging game. If you want to know more about game audio and sound design, you can refer by reading macOS app ratings. 5. Quality assurance of game development testing. Testing is a critical part of game development, as it helps to identify and fix bugs and other issues that can affect gameplay. Quality assurance (QA) testers use a variety of techniques to test games, such as manual testing, automated testing, and playtesting. They must also test the game on a variety of hardware and software platforms to ensure that it works well on different systems. What is QA? Video games quality assurance. Source: YouTube bug reporting and tracking. QA testers must report any bugs and issues they find in the game to the development team using a bug tracking system. The development team can then use this information to identify and fix the issues. The bug tracking system also helps to ensure that issues are resolved in a timely manner and that there is clear communication between the development team and the QA testers. User experience (UX) testing. UX testing is a critical part of quality assurance, as it helps to ensure that the game provides a positive user experience. UX testers evaluate the game's usability, accessibility, and overall user experience, providing feedback to the development team. This feedback can help to identify areas of the game that need improvement, such as the game's controls, menus, and tutorials. By ensuring that the game provides a positive user experience, QA testers can help to increase player engagement and satisfaction. 6. Marketing and business market research. Market research is essential in game development, as it helps developers to understand their target audience and identify market trends. This information can be used to inform game design decisions, such as the game's setting, mechanics, and themes. Market research can also help developers to identify potential marketing opportunities and inform their marketing strategies. Promotion and advertising. Promotion and advertising are critical in game development, as they help to generate buzz and interest around the game. Developers can use a variety of promotional tactics, such as social media marketing, influencer partnerships, and email campaigns, to reach their target audience. Advertising can also help to increase the game's visibility and reach a wider audience through channels such as online ads, billboards, and TV commercials. Monetization. Monetization is a critical part of game development, as it enables developers to generate revenue from their games. Developers can use a variety of monetization models, such as in-game purchases, subscriptions, and advertising, to generate revenue from their games. Developers must also ensure that their monetization models are fair and transparent and do not negatively impact the player experience. By developing effective monetization strategies, developers can ensure the long-term success of their games and their business. Conclusion. In conclusion, game development is a complex and multifaceted process that requires a combination of artistic creativity and technical skill. By focusing on key areas such as game design, art and graphics, programming and technology, audio and sound design, quality assurance, and marketing and business, developers can create successful and engaging video games that captivate and entertain players around the world. So why take the time to explore some of the top mobile game genres and discover new and exciting ways to have fun and increase your mobile game app downloads? Related posts: how to push top app keyword ranking for Android and iOS apps and games, how to increase app reviews and app ratings for Android or iOS apps free. Thanks so much for reading this article.